some important things before we get to the part where I'll practically show you how to design your sales page, your product page, or your advertorial, your sales letter, whatever you want to call it. How to do it with AI. So some years back we'll do drag and drop using elements or on WordPress, or for those who know how to use Thrive architecture. So but now the game is simpler now because of AI. So you have to take advantage of everything AI has to offer in this dispensation. So first of all, you can see what I have here: e-commerce funnels. So what is a sales funnel? That's what we call a sales funnel. You already know what e-commerce is, right? So for you are selling products online, you are doing e-commerce. But now what is funnels? What are these funnels? So let's do a quick search together. Sales funnels. So a sales funnel is a visual representation of the customer journey, mapping the stages a prospect goes through from initial awareness to final purchase. So you know what a funnel is in real life. So a sales funnel is just a pictorial representation. Right, let's check this. Let's see if we can get a clearer image. I want you to see. Okay. So you can see this. We have stage 1, the awareness, interest, decision, and action. So a sales funnel is whatever system you have put in place to convert an unknown individual, or an individual that does not know anything about your product, about your business, about your service, about your skill, about your offer, into a paying customer. So once you can get Mr. A or Mrs. B to know your product, to buy your product, then that process is what we call a sales funnel. So you can see what you have here. Stage 1 is the awareness stage. The customer first notices your brand and explores your offerings. The customer compares their top options. The customer is ready to make a purchase. The customer actively moves to make a purchase. So from this stage 1 to stage 4, from the stage 1 of awareness to stage 4 where they eventually take action, that is what we call a sales funnel. So anything you set up now to achieve this stage 1 to stage 4 is what you call a sales funnel. Now a sales funnel doesn't have to be a website, or a sales page doesn't have to be that system. Doesn't have to be that system. So we've seen people run ads, and probably some of you listening to me or watching this video, you've done ads that led from Facebook or from TikTok or from Instagram directly to WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is also part of your sales funnel. So the ads all does this awareness stage and probably the interest stage if your ad is good enough. But the decision and action is done either on WhatsApp if you are directing them to WhatsApp, or using your website. So now I want to teach you how to use website to take them from that stage of awareness to this stage of action where they eventually buy. So your ad does the awareness stage. They notice your brand, they notice your product in the advertisement, they click on it, then your website can do the rest of the job, or your sales funnel, or your sales page, or your advertorial will do the rest of the job. So now I believe you understand. So when you hear of funnels, sales funnels, marketing funnels, you know what they mean. So let's get back to what we have here. Now, when we now talk of e-commerce funnels, we are basically saying that a system you've put in place to convert new persons, new individuals who do not know much about your product or your service yet, then you convert them into paying customers. Because the goal of every business is to make money. So once they pay, then your funnel has actually converted. So if your funnel is not converting, then your funnel is not making you money. And then if you're not making money, your business will go down. And if your business goes down, then what are you in business for? So the goal of this lesson is to teach you how to do the right thing on your website and make sure that your ads get the customers to the right page on your website, and your website does the job of boosting their interest, countering their objections, then elevating the pain, and then get them to take action when they see that your product actually is the best solution for them at that point. So when you have website, now any fool can get a domain name, any idiot can buy web hosting, but what you do with that website, with the domain name and the hosting you've gotten, is what will determine whether you'll be successful or not. So now you can see advertisement. The first one we have here is the advertisement, your ad, to the product display page, then to the order form. This is one kind of funnel. You remember I said a funnel is this whole system put together. But now you already know how to run ads, right? You already know how to run ad on Facebook or whatever platform you're using. Now the ad will lead them somewhere. So now I want to show you what you can put on your website that could give you the best results in terms of conversions and sales. So your ad can lead them to number one, PDP, what we call a product display page. Let's check for what a product display page is like. Okay, I think let's check this. For example, this is a product display page. You can see this product here. Then they're talking about the product here. A description of the product. You can see air fiber enhancement, unisex, blah 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 blah. Different variations of that product. Then product reviews. So let's check for some other samples. Product display page. Let's check for some images here. Okay, I want to show you a live sample. So this is a product. This is an example of a product display page. Simple and straight to the point. The picture of the product. Sometimes it could be a video. The name of the product, the price tag, a description of the product, and what you want the customer to know. Probably payment on delivery, blah blah blah, or whatever. So that is what a product display page looks like. Now you can see the key elements of a good product display page. The great images. The image must be clear and sharp. The image must be clear and sharp. They want to use a picture that will appear to be like, those POS camera, like the picture I was taken with the POS camera, or the front camera of one item phone. A very catchy video. See, these things contribute a lot because it has to be visually appealing. Then the product name, a well-written product description. AI can do all this for you, and I will show you how to. I'm just giving you a brief description. I want you to see a brief description of how it works, of what it is actually. So when we are talking of a PDP, a product description page, you would understand what we're talking about. So product is simple, as the name implies. Product description, the product and the description of the product. So let's get back to what we have here. So your ad can lead them to a product description page where you explain just some basic details about the product, the picture of the product or video, and your call to action button. Then from there it takes them to another form. The other form is where they will fill in their details, their address, the number of pieces, the quantity or the order quantity. Then they submit. So once they submit, you get their details at the back end. Then you process your orders for delivery, where you get your cash or your profit eventually. So the next one here is advertisement. From your advertisement to quiz, then PDP, then to order form. For this will be too technical for you. I would likely skip that now. But I can't remember when last I saw a quiz funnel. A quiz funnel is something like, let me just show you for the sake of quiz page. Yes. Okay, so I want to show you what it looks like, so you just have the idea. All right. So a quiz page, basically, right? On a quiz page, they're asking you questions. I don't know if you have ever been on a website before. I don't know if you've ever been on a site, and once you land on the page, they ask you, okay, what is your age? Okay, maybe 25 years or 50 years. Then you select that. It takes you to another question. Maybe what city do you live in? You select that. It takes you to another question. So they can ask you about maybe 7, 8, or 10 questions, or even more. So once you've responded to these questions, then they can give you something that suits your demand. If you understand, they can give you something that suits your demand. And sometimes some businesses, especially service-based businesses, let's say, I run ads now, and I want to get clients to run ads with, but I need specific kinds of clients. Probably I want to advertise for businesses that already make nothing less than 50 million naira every month. So I can ask questions like this. Okay, what is your monthly revenue? What's your monthly profit? How much is your ad budget? So based on these questions, I will know if this person is my right kind of client or not. So if they don't fit in after the questions, I just probably give them a smaller offer, or just let them get out and let them know they don't fit in. I hope you get what I'm talking about. So let's go to the next. For now, you would not do this a quiz. It's not what you want to do as a beginner, right? It's not what you want to do as a beginner. So, and from my experience, for me personally, the first one, advertisement to the product display page, then this sales letter and advertorial have been the best for me so far. But I've tried everything here. They deliver results to an extent, but some will give you the best result, like this PDP and this sales letter, but we'll get there. So the third one here is from your ad to an advertorial, then from an advertorial to your PDP. I don't need to explain what this PDP is again and this other form. So let me explain what an advertorial is. So an advertorial is like, now you're running an advert, right? But an advertorial will help you sell without selling. Sometimes when you are putting it out and I'm selling this, come and buy, it's irritating to your target audience. It's irritating to people. But you want to put up a content that will be like, oh, I want to actually help you. I'm not selling to you. But at the end of the day, when the content hooks them, the content is captivating enough, and then they are engrossed in reading it. Then at some point, before they finish reading what you've put down, just insert the products there. When you're like, okay, so it's going to be like a recommendation, and they will love it because they've gone through probably the last 3 minutes reading all through, and they got there. So it means the what you put down there has really captured their attention, has really captured their mind, and probably they're in your target audience. They really need, or they are really experiencing the problem you've talked about in the content so far. Then recommending the product probably at the end would be a nice thing, and for them to have read all along, they would likely want to get it with little objections. So that's what an advertorial does. I've used it very well, and it has delivered excellent results too. So let's see what an advertorial looks like. I used to have a Google Drive file where I had different examples of advertorials that many businesses have used to run ads, but I can't really find them now. So if I eventually get them, I could share them with you, but for now it's not. For now, that will not stop us from doing what we are doing. You can really search online for different samples of advertorials. Okay. Yeah. I used to have even newspaper advertorials that I got then when we started selling online. That I used to buy what we call swipe files. So as someone selling online, you should be seeing ads. You should be checking for ads. If you are not seeing enough ads on your Facebook, then something is wrong with you. Any ads you watch on YouTube, on Facebook, check them, go to their website, see what they are using, see what is working for them, take screenshots, copy the links and save when you're set. So when you're creating your own, you would have idea, and you would get your, at least your creative juices flowing. So sometimes it's very difficult to think, to bring up that idea by yourself. But once you've seen one or two things that has worked or that other people are using, you can from there come up with your own ideas. So that's what we call swipe files. Our swipe files, they are like your weapon, your arsenal. You can check for them. If I want to, there's no product I want to sell now that I don't have swipe files for. Even if I want to say a car product, maybe a car accessory, I know what I can use. So let's see advertorial samples. I need something more. Look at this. How a secret weapon helps you target key money managers. This is an advertorial, but if you read through at the end, they will recommend a course or a seminar that they will have to pay $500 for. So you can this example. This one not too sharp. Let me check. Just hold on. Let me see this. Let's check this one out. Okay, let me see if I can. Let me check my Google Drive. This video may be quite long, but just watch. Okay, let me see if I can add Vatoria. Will I get them here? Hopefully. Let me see. Snipe. Let me search for better examples. Okay, let's we used to check for ads here too back then. All right, so just hold on. All right, yeah, this is what I'm looking for, something like this. So you can see this page. Now they are selling I don't know what this product is called. Let's check. Let me check for it. Single edge max. Okay, a special kind of a special form of shaving stick. So now look at this. 5 ways your razor is secretly screwing you over, and you want to switch to this one. Now they did not just put the picture of this product and come and buy 25,000 naira. Now they are starting with would I call it an educational angle now? So an advertorial is just like an article where you start with a problem, a significant problem that people are facing with a similar kind of product, and then you list some of those problems and how that problem can kill them. You see, you have to magnify the pain. You have to make that very little pain look very big, because if the problem is not big enough, people will not pay. If it's something they can manage, they would not buy. They will not explore a different option. So, and then if you scroll down, you see everything appears to be educative. You see, it exposes your skin to hundreds of bacteria from build-up, and at the end, it's introducing this kit with the price and everything. So if you are able to read all through and you get there, at least there's a higher chance of you getting this product. So that is what an advertorial does. So let me check for I'm coming. All right, so look at this. Retired military doctor reviews a simple 3-week daily protocol that helps Nigerian men last longer, get stronger, and reclaim their confidence without a single drug. Now, this person wants to sell a product, right? But now he's starting in the form of an article. Explain different things, stories that will catch their attention. Then now, this person has introduced a book that he has published on people who want to perform well in bed, men that can't satisfy their wives. Now look at it. So that is at the end is introducing the product, but initially this will look like an article. I feel okay, I can relate to it. Let me see what's there. Let me enjoy myself. And if you are somebody that is, and you don't have to be someone that is really good in story writing, because AI will do that for you. So if you're able to put up a reasonable content that will catch their attention, then at the end you introduce whatever you sell, then you would make a lot of sales. So back to this. Then from your advertorial, it cannot lead them to that product display page that I explained earlier, because the advertorial is not enough to review the product. It's just some few things you say about the product at the end. Then they will click a button on that advertorial page that will take them to the product display page that will now talk about only the product. Then some testimonials about people it has worked for can be there also to convince them more. Then from there they go to the other form when they fill their details to buy the product. So that is it. Then now the next one we have here is the sales letter. The sales letter is let's get a sales letter. You come up with a very convincing text. It could be similar to that of advertorial, but a sales letter could be specifically about someone that has used the product and it has worked for. A sales letter is usually testimonial based, evidence based. Okay, this product they work. I want to show you evidence in form of maybe a story or a video. It could be a video too. They call it VSL, video sales letter too. But sales letter is. Let's go to where did it go like this? Okay. Now, the job of a sales letter is to persuade people to buy immediately. Any content that will capture them and make them buy immediately. Usually, I like to use it in form of a testimonial, like a user-generated content. Maybe the narration of someone who has used that product and they really enjoyed it. Then from there, I talk about the problems the product can solve. I magnify the pain. I just do everything possible to boost their attention, interest, their desire, and also get them to take action. So a sales letter usually have a catchy headline, a captivating hook, and your offer. Then display the product on that same page. Like, it's usually straight to the point. Let me see if I can check for something here. Okay. Now look at this, right? I sold this product. I was the one that built this page actually. Although this is not the original product though, but I changed some things eventually. So look at this. This powerful mini device can help you escape danger instantly without drawing attention, without killing. Now I'm not giving any long story like that of an advertorial. Just a very catchy headline. Okay, this powerful device can help you escape danger instantly without drawing attention, without killing. Okay, I can escape danger, but I no go keep a sim. Okay, so finally, a taser that strikes from 5 meters away and keeps danger far away from you. Every day we hear stories of theft, harassment, rape, kidnappings, murders, and assault. This is a problem we are facing today in present day Nigeria, and it's getting worse. That's why personal safety is no longer optional; it's essential. So I'm hitting the nail on the. I'm hitting the hammer on the nail straight up. Okay, which kind of English I talk like this? So that's why personal safety is no longer optional; it's essential. This rechargeable stun gun gives you the confidence and protection you need no matter where you go. Press one button and they are down. Do you get? You see, would I say I'm toying with their emotions now? I'm speaking to their emotions now. I'm not beating around the bush. I'm not telling you this blah blah blah. I'm not narrating any story, any life experience of someone else. I'm not giving any long article like an advertorial. I'm just going straight to the point. A very catchy headline, catchy sub-headline, like catchy hooks here. Once you look at this, you at least within a minute you know what I'm talking about. Then I put a video demonstration. That's what a sales page is. Let them know how it works ASAP. This for people. For people that don't want to waste time. This will work for them. They just want to enter and buy. This works well. This works very, very, very well. Like very well. I love using a sales page and a product display page. A sales letter rather. You can call it a sales letter. You can call it a sales page anyway. So it's a direct response copy. That's why it is called a direct response copy. Is you just want people to take action immediately. No much talk. You see from below this video, this is the button. Just take them straight. But an advertorial, they will scroll down before they see the product and see a button because you want them to read through. So a picture of the product, clear images. Then I did something to also catch their attention. That was the period where headsmen or bandits or whatever you call them, or unknown gunmen, went to attack Yelwata in Benue State, where they killed about 100 and something. A very dark man was also there. I posted it. So I took a screenshot of the news on Punch newspaper. I put it here. I inserted it here. So to back up my claim. So when you see this again, like, oh man, true. But people they die, or they kidnap people. If I even get something where they like gone, even if no be gone, but if he save me from while I go nice, that kind of thing. So I did that, and I just did my thing straight to the point. Then I put some testimonials of people who have gotten it. That's all. So that is what a sales page, a sales letter, or a sales page as you may call it, looks like. So the last one we have here is what we call a listicle. Let's check for what a listicle is. Samples. So listicle, you just put your product and list points, like bullet points of what it does. It's also very straight to the point. Just list the product and list a bullet point of the benefits, unique benefits of the product, probably 5 or 6 or 7. Let's say 5 or 7, and You just put a button for them to click and take them to the order form. A listicle is an article, blog post, or a piece of journalism structured as a numbered or bulleted list. You can see that it combines the words list and article to present information. So you just talk about a few things, then you put a list of what it does. You can see in a concise, highly scannable, and easily digestible format. So it's not as detailed as an advertorial. Listicle can be a form of advertorial, but it's not as detailed as an advertorial. An advertorial is very long. It's very long. It's usually long. You can make it short to an extent, but it's usually long. But listicle is like a summary of an advertorial. The product image, you are not saying unnecessary stories. You just put the product, talk about, or just an article, a very short article. Then you insert the product, then a bulleted list of how it works, then a call to action button. Let's see. Samples. Can we get a reasonable sample here? Listicle. Let's say listicle website or whatever. Turn this on, they give me like this. Listicle designs. Okay. All right. So we have this. You can see listicle is a type of advertorial landing page. I haven't said that before saying this. So it's a type of advertorial landing page, but for me it's shorter, it's way shorter. It's straight to the point. You know to talk like advertorial, but not still like advertorial format. You can see, choose an angle that is relevant to the product. 5 reasons why people are doing this. 5 people, just like an article format. Then you target. Then you organize your listicle in order of importance. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Just forget about this big grammar. If you see all these things now, they will make it seem as if doing all these things is very difficult. So when I start doing the demonstration, you understand better. And if you have some questions, you can ask on the group. Now look at this. Yeah. This is somebody's page on their website. 5 reasons why this plastic-free shampoo bar is on everyone's wish list. So they're giving reasons why people are actually buying this. Then when you read this through, you could also buy it. So they gave you, 5 blah 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 blah. Then they start with the points. These are like numbered points. Straight to the point. This is why it works, or why people are getting it. It is perfect for any hair. So what this list does is everything you put here should be potential questions that people are asking. For example, for that page I showed you now, for that self-defense weapon, people may have questions. Is it rechargeable or something? So number 1, if I was doing that, I can say number 1, it is rechargeable. You understand? You are not going to be buying bullets or changing although for that one you have to change cartridge, but the one I was selling initially, you don't have to change anything, just rechargeable, that's all. So if it was that one, I can say you don't have to change anything, no cartridge or something, so you are not spending extra money. I can put that there. Then it fits. Number 2, I can put it fits into your traveling bag, so you can take it anywhere and nobody will notice anything. So I can list like those potential questions that you feel customers want to ask once they see this product for the first time. I can use this bulleted points or this numbered points to answer them. Then straight up, you are showing your products, then a button for them to buy. You can see that here. So nothing much to talk about. So it's always numbered. There's always something you can. There's always like a list, like the name, as the name implies, listicle. So it's a list. There must be a list. And usually the funny thing is they like to use, in the marketing, we like to use odd numbers, like 3. Instead of saying 4 things, we prefer to say 3 things. For some reasons, those odd numbers perform better than using even numbers. Instead of saying 6 things you should do, just reduce it to 5 or take it to 7 for reasons that I don't know, and other marketers can attest to that. So your headline can be 3 things instead of 2 things, 3 things, 5 things. So there are different headlines, but I'll share you some templates that you can use. But well, AI will still do this thing. So I forgot. Before we'll come up with everything from our head, from our mind, with our brain. But now AI can do 80% of the job for you. So the remaining 20% is what you are learning here, so that you will know what to do with AI. Because if you don't know these things, then you would not know what to correct, even when AI gives you something that is wrong. So I believe you understand what Elistical is. So let's come back here. So we've covered everything apart from quiz. Okay, I even explained quiz, but you don't need to use this for now, especially if you're a beginner. What has worked for me the most is a sales letter and a PDP. A sales letter, this product display page, and the advertorial. Yeah, so this is what we mean by these are the things that you should consider when setting up your website. So it's not just to have a website. What will you do with it? What will you put there? So these are the different things you can put there. Then you run your ads to it. So from your advert to your landing page, what we call the landing page is the first page they are going to land on once they click your advert is what we call a landing page. So all these terminologies should not get you confused. So from your advert to your landing page, I can decide to call it a sales page. Everything is still a page on your website. So if the PDP, this PDP from your advert, they are going to your PDP first. That's your product display page. Your PDP is the landing page. If from your advert they are going to a quiz page first, that quiz page is the landing page. If from your advert they are going to an advertorial, that advertorial is your landing page. If from your advert they are going to your sales letter, that sales letter is your landing page. If from your advert they are going to your listicle, that listicle is your landing page. You understand? So that is it. So from your advert to your PDP to your order form, everything is what makes up what we call the sales funnel. So I'll stop here for now. See you in the next video. So in my own training, I go mix English, mix pidgin. This video is specifically for my Nigerian audience, for you to understand better. Hope you enjoyed it. See you on the next one.